Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Aisha Nazir. Welcome to the series of copy constructor. Today is the third part of the copy constructor series. In the first two parts, we discussed in detail the shallow copy constructor and deep copy constructor. In today's lecture, we will discuss the difference between the shallow and deep copy constructor and the difference between heap and stack. So shallow copy with deep copy constructor. All data members of object 1 is copied to second object. We all know that. Problem in shallow copy is if we deleted the original object file. If we deleted the original object, then copy will not be accessible. We have no backup in shallow copy. While on the other hand, in deep copy, if original file deleted, it never affected the copied file. We can access the copy file easily without any interruption. The other main difference between the shallow copy and deep copy is that in shallow copy, when we copy object, it takes very less space in memory. If our file 10 KB, then it will take near about 3 KB space in memory. While on the other hand, deep copy takes full size as the original one. For example, if a file size is 10 KB, then in deep copy it will take exactly 10 KB. It will take the same space as the original file. Let's have a look on the comparison difference between the stack and heap. Stack stores small data types like primitive data types like char, integer, float, etc. While on the other hand, heap stores larger data types like reference data types, for example, classes, structure, union, and pointer. We do shallow copy on static memory. Static memory is last in, first out based. It means that the last element which enters into the stacks will get out first from the stack. While on the other hand, dynamic memory is on heap. First, we reserve memory on heap and then allocate to object. We reserve space on dynamic memory by using the keyword new. So when we create object with new keyword, it saves on heap. Let's have a quick recap of shallow copy constructor and deep copy constructor with an example. Shallow copy works well in static memory on stack, while not work good in dynamic memory. So let's see an example. We created a class shallow and then in the private section created a pointer variable which type is integer. Under the public section, we called a constructor with single parameter. As we are dealing with pointer, so we have to reserve space on heap. So to reserve space on heap, we will make a space on heap by using the new keyword. So here the statement a is equal to new int. It means it is creating a space on the heap which name is a, and the data will stored on it would be of integer type. So whatever the value we passed in the constructor will stores on the heap. Next is the get and set function. So when we deal with heap data, we use two functions, that is get and set. Set is basically used to set the value on heap memory, and get is used to get data from heap. And after that, we used a simple print statement that print the value of A on the console. In the main body, we will create two objects with the name OB1 and OB2. In OB1, we will pass value 20 as argument that will received by the set A function, that is 20. In the second statement, we created object 2 directly with the same name as class, that is a copy constructor. It invokes the compiler and creates a copy of object 1 in object 2. And after that, we simply print both object values. Object 1 don't print A and object 2 dot print A. First, we call the print A function with object 1, and in the other statement, we call the same function but with object 2. Let's see the output. As you can see that the both object has the same value. It means that the object 2 is a copy of object 1. Whatever we make change in object 1, it will reflect to object 2. But what if we make change in object 2? Then what will happen? Let's see. Here we make a minor change and set the object 1 value as 30. And we again print both object values as object 1 and object 2. What would be the result? Think about it. Yes, the result would be same as the previous one. If we make any change in object 1, then it will also reflect in object 2. As in the first part, we set the value of object 1 as 20. So the value of object 1 and object 2 both would be 20. But when we overwrite the first value, we change the object 1 value, then it also reflects into object 2. That's why it's called shallow copy. But it's a big problem. At the same time, if we want to change the object 2 value, then how we will do this? We will do this simply by creating the deep copy of the object. Let's see the same example but with deep copy constructor. So deep copy is, in copy constructor we define reference as parameter. When we create the deep copy, we pass the object reference, not the original value, not the original object as a parameter to the constructor. We pass the reference. In copy constructor, it takes reference of object, not the original object. Let's see. This is the same example as the previous one, but here the deep copy introduces a new copy constructor way in which we pass the reference of the object. As you can see, the syntax is the constructor name is same as the class name, and then in the brackets we use the constant keyword. We use constant keyword so that the object may not accidentally change. So that's why we use the keyword constant with the reference of object. After that, same, we pass the object with the name of shallow, and the next is reference of object, that is ampersand obj. In the constructor, we reserve a space on the memory with the keyword new, and in the next line we store the value on and stores the value on heap in memory using the getA function. We call the getA function with the reference object, that is obj. Again, we use the get and set function in deep copy constructor. Get method is used to display, to get the data from the memory, and set function is used to set the data on heap, to save the data on heap. Again, we simply print the value of A on the console. In the main section, we created an object and passed the value 20. In the next line, we created the copy constructor. We call the copy constructor that creates the copy of object 1 as object 2, and we simply print both object values. But if we change the value of A, does it reflect the value of object 2 value? Let's see. Here you can see that if we change the object value as 30, it never reflects, it never affects the value of object 2. If we make any change in object 1 value, it will never have the same value as object 2. It will never reflect in object 2 value. So this is the main difference between the shallow copy and deep copy. In shallow copy, whatever the change we commit in object 1, it will also reflect in object 2. While in deep copy, in which we deal with pointers, in which we deal with heap memory storage data, in which we deal with dynamic memory allocation, then change in object 1 will never reflect the value of object 2. This is all about today's lecture. Next is an assignment. If you have any query, let me know. So the assignment is copy constructor with assignment operator. Which of the following two statements call copy constructor and which one call assignment operator? Think about it and make an assignment and submit till 17 August. Thank you very much. Here is another assignment, that is assignment number 2. Answer all 3 questions. Number 1, can we make copy constructor private? Question number 2, why argument to a constructor should be constant? We have discussed in this lecture. Why argument to a copy constructor passed as reference? We have already discussed it in this lecture and the previous lecture too. So you have to make an assignment and submit all these questions answers till 17 August. Thank you very much.